Hey guys, it's Mecha-san. Alright, so Season of the Chosen in Destiny 2 is coming to an end here. I'm behind here, but I am catching up on that here. Currently in the season charts, I'm ranked 90, about 91, so I should like clear out the board by today or tomorrow. Either way is good. I haven't maxed out the hammer though, but I know the story. I know the story entirely. It's revealed like the Vanguard now know that Aldrin Sov has indeed been reborn as a Guardian. And well, as apparently Ikora told Zavala, Aldrin Sov is dead. So they recognize that Crow is not Aldrin Sov. As far as they know, they know for a fact that Aldrin Sov he died, and the new Crow is not. He's a Guardian, freshly risen. He cannot be held accountable for what Aldrin Sov did because Aldrin Sov already paid the price. Also, if they did, it'd be kind of hypocritical of them here because they're all about like, especially Zavala. We saw how it's taboo for Guardians to try to find out about their past life before they were risen by their ghosts. So they blame him for what he did. Yeah. Anyhow, so yeah, and we got a truce, a ceasefire, an armistice, Zavala called it, with Keitel and her cabal. However, there's a lot of cabal that did not obey her seat call to stop fighting, and so they're free game. So that explains why there's still cabal around in areas. So all that is done. Meanwhile, I'm still wondering when Marasov comes back and finds out about this, what's she gonna think? Because the Awoken, they got informants in the last city, if I remember correctly. Also, do we get to stay in the helm? I mean, is the helm going away? Because that would suck. I guess it has to go away. Especially now that War Keitel's gone. And I'm a bit disappointed here that the helm does not change. I was kind of told in the chat during a live stream that as we progress, the helm will have some changes done, but nope. No changes, still the same. At this point, I'd say Bungie, give us our own quarters or something like that. The Guardian game's also been going on. Hunters win, apparently. Yeah, what do I got a feeling? Yeah, this is clearly staged, isn't it? Titans won last games. Hunters win this game, and then what? Next game, the Warlock's gonna win. It's fucking staged. Anyhow, so now we've got this next season coming up. And it kind of gets me hopeful here. Season of the Splicers. Will we be able to travel to the Plague Lands? I want to go to the Plague Lands. I want to visit the old stomping grounds. Oh, yes, please. I enjoyed seeing the Cosmodrome again here. The small changes that happen here and there. Things that stay the same here. Things they removed here, like that crashed ship and all of the planes. Like, oh my god, memory lane, nostalgia time here. It's like, yes. I am upset here that they made it so we can't go into the rocket yards unless we play the strike, the Devil's Lair strike, which I'm glad they brought all those back. Cool and all. It's not perfect. It ain't perfect by any means, but so if we could get back to Plagueland, that'd be great here. But I'm curious about this because the Splicers, as far as in Destiny lore, Splicers are essentially the mad scientists within each of the fallen houses. The ones we faced in the Plaguelands, they were the Devil Splicers. They were the mad scientists of House Devil. Common one in on Earth. And let's see, we stopped them from making new Siva. Like, we put a stop to their production of Siva. However, they make it quite clear that they made a lot beforehand, so they got a plenty of surplus. Will that come back? Will I be able to get the Outbreak Perfected Catalyst? Because I got the rifle, not the Catalyst. Oh, that mission was a pain in the ass. Well, since this is a Fallen theme one, I gotta wonder, will the House of Light, the newly established House of Light, play a factor in this? I don't know. I'm very much like no. Without further ado, let's check it out. I think I spoke enough. Deep within the Vex. A Vex network. I thought this was a dungeon. Lie the power to extinguish human. Of course. Once and okay. That's something new here. They probably ran several simulations.
Morning. For the first time in humanity's long and storied history, the sun did not rise.
What?
It's a Vex simulation that has plunged the city into an endless night.
A Vex simulation, the endless night?
I could only think of one we might turn to. Mithrax.
Myth
He claims to be among the last sacred splicers.
Sacred
With the power
splicers.
to commune with machines.
Mithrax? The house.
Guardian.
Oh.
Before the Vex do.
Ooh! Oh, that's nice! That's an improvement!
Splice an entrance to the Vex network.
Override, break the network.
But I cannot.
I like this? Okay.
Once inside, you must find your.
There's a very Tron-esque here. Don't tell me you guys don't think Tron when you see this here. But I like this. Armor into the rock. Oh. The transmog system. Yeah, I'll talk about that later. Time lost raid returned. The Vault of Glass. Oh, I normally don't play raid, but this I remember this one so badly. Will I have the Vex Mythoclass? Tell me I have that thing. Nice gun, though. I like the gun. Did you throw a bullet?
Gather your light and prepare for battle.
Crash the simulation. Stop the endless night. And save the city. I like the song and everything like that. The theme of this is like very kind of mechanical, almost techno. Myth. So I was right. Okay, I was half right actually. Half right here. Yes, the House of Light was Mithrax. He became the new head, the hell of the House of Light, who wants peace with the city. But Mithrax is a splicer? Okay, that's a shocking revelation right there. And oh boy. Yeah, like tell me I got Tron Legacy vibes right here with all that. And now we see this here where there's the Vex have they're in a the Vex have run a simulation that's affected like the solar system, preventing the sun to rise. Like the entire Earth is bathed in endless night. Doesn't sound so bad in my opinion. I like that. Endless night, no sun. I hate the sun. I mean, just look at me. Just look at me here. Do I look like a guy who goes on the sun here? At least, well, I don't know in Puerto Rico, but for Puerto Rico, this is pretty damn pale. So, but yeah, the Vex, you gotta be stopped, obviously. We got, Saint 14. He has to play a key role here. This is a guy, his connection to the Vex is so strong. Let me get subtitles here. Oh, it's auto-generated.
First time in humanity's long and storied history, the sun did not rise.
I like a Zavala there, and we see like oh wow. I gotta wonder though. I don't play. I don't really play the PvP side of this of Destiny here, the Crucible and such. Not my thing, but are the Crucible maps affected by this? Like the ones set on Earth? Like if I, because I know you can like go with like a Forge world kind of thing, just look at the map, explore around. But if I go after this update comes on and I go on those maps and just log on, see would it look like this on the Earth map here, like the tower area or the one in the EDZ? That'd be awesome.
It's a Vex simulation that has plunged the city into an endless night.
A Vex simulation and the Vault of Glass makes a return. That's been a thing here. In the Vault of Glass, I think if I remember right, the lore here, the Vex were trying to go back, like way, way back to the beginning of everything. Like we're talking the beginning of the universe here, like for pretty much and become like a virus here. Essentially, not rewrite the laws of physics, but influence the laws of physics as they were being written technically and to fit their needs. That's what they were experimenting on. The problem was, though, that they could not take out what they've learned in the vault. So whatever horrendous new way to end everything they came up with, they probably came up with untold billions and trillions. Well, they could never take it out. But now, have they figured out a way to take something out of the vault and implement it? Woo-hoo. Oh, that's terrifying right there.
Osiris and I could only think of one we might turn to.
Okay, that'd be cool here. Can we get Osiris and Ikora like side by side there, and maybe have Ikora actually have items for sale, because it's why I really hate that as a warlock main myself here. It's like when I go to Ikora, it's like, come on, give her something to give. Let her give something here, like a bounty, few specific bounties and what have you, centered around, I don't know, abilities or something.
Mithrax. He claims to be among the last sacred splicers.
Okay, Mithrax, we've sacred splicers. Is that just something they think themselves, all splicers think themselves on, or is that like a position, like a high ranking position in the splicers? I don't know. But yeah, he's in Europa, that's right, because he's trying to make a new fallen group in Europa here after the Kill of Darkness. Oh, wow. Wow. We've got Elixni children here. Wow. And this guy is an actual vandal. He's not a dreg. He's got both arms. But we're seeing the fallen here in like kind of outside armor, wearing just clothes and stuff like that. We're seeing that, yeah, they got children. They're trying to actually restart civilization, try to make a life on Europa. Oh, wow.
Those with power to commune with machines.
Okay, so he can commune with machines. Specifically, he can commune with the Vex. I'll be curious about that. We've got new sparrows here. We got, are those still some of Kaito's ships? Because yeah. And here we have the new armors. Okay, they've been doing this here where they have shown the armors with the ornaments on. How, I don't know. Oh boy, yeah. The last armor here, I hated. the armor what they gave for the warlocks there here, like the chosen armor, especially with the ornament on here, it gives the little bulbs and the little like what? That's terrible. That's terrible. I mean, if anything, granted, it looked good. The design looked good on the Titan, but in fact, a lot of the stuff here, like special, like the finishers and the new emote there, it seems geared towards the Titans, and that makes sense considering they go with a Cabal theme here, Cabal centric. So, and Titans would be perfect for the Cabal. Oh boy, but yeah, look at the masks here, and oh. Ooh, I like the I like the insect-like look of the hunter here, but the warlock. Oh, interesting with the almost definitely invoking like a goblin or something from this guy, like an actual goblin. I don't know, but I like what I'm seeing. The guns also look very nice. All right, obviously this has got to be like an assault rifle, pistol. Either a sidearm or a hand cannon right there. For some, like, people would say shotgun, but for some reason I associate pulse rifles with the warlocks. And actually that makes sense here. Like, we see some pulse rifles that are kind of exclusive that only the warlocks can use here. The one that comes to mind right off the top of my head is Bad Juju, the exotic one. Only a warlock can use that thing. Alright, look, we got a few. This guy is a different armor right here. Transmog seasonal activity, six player matchmaking. Yeah, like this got very much Tron, but I also kind of see resemblance to the Animus from Assassin's Creed. Like if you see filter off here a few times here, like when you see like the anime training course, stuff like that, or when Desmond goes on those little ventures in Revelations, I believe, or like when you start off AC3 playing as Haytham Kenway and it sort of loads in a simulation, gets you training, everything like that. You see the landscape, everything's just white and shapes, kind of like that. So I don't know if that's like inspiration, but they were clearly going for more Tron. And oh, wait a minute. And I see these blocks right here, and I can't help but think the PlayStation 2 start screen. Like, remember that, people? With the blocks? Like, the more memory you have in the memory card, the more blocks appear to, like, symbolize the memory. The memory blocks. Okay, but yeah. Nice. Okay, shotgun. Oh, the shotgun. Cool. Yeah, very. So is this 6-player? Is this like this isn't the raid? This is clearly not the Volta class. It's the new dungeon. I think it's the dungeon. I haven't played the dungeon much at all. Armor synthesis have arrived. Okay, yeah. I have heard the news about this saying it's supposed to be the transmog system that they're introducing, if I remember right, and it's thrown the Destiny 2 community to just a frenzy. Like there's so much rigmarole having to do here. There's a lot of there's obviously microtransaction system here. It's like, okay, you gotta get Synthweave to make Synth this, and then turn that to this, and then you can do that, and eventually it all costs money. Just implement the old system from Destiny 1. Okay? Or try to combine the two. I saw someone online made his own little fan shader system here, where you can have a default shader on where the character all appears there, and then you can select how, like individually, how the different armor pieces will look like if you want, like main default here and stuff like that. But it's not like it's not consumable. Nothing is consumable. I don't get why you made shaders consumable items. that just takes up memory. Doesn't that just take up needless pointless memory from the system? I don't know. I don't know what goes on here. Okay, let me look at this guy here. A time lost raid returns. Oh boy, that means we can go to Venus. Please, by all rights, I want to go to the Ishtar Collective, the Ishtar Collective Academy, whatever it was. I want to go to Venus. Exile the cryos mark. Okay, and I like it. It's base. Yeah, it's sidearm. Sidearm exotic. Okay, I mean, I don't. How many sidearm exotics do we have compared to the rest? I think it's sufficient enough here. If anything, I think the you don't have that many sword exotic, or was it SMG exotics? I gotta look it up. Okay, got a powered shot, and it got the cryo attack, and you just throw. Okay, that was just a hammer. All right, for a minute there, I thought you'd like throw the gun at the target like it was a freaking torque-made weapon from Borderlands. But no. All right. All right, so good if you're playing with like to do cryostasis attacks a lot. Yeah, new weekly mission: expunge. So just like the like the one with Dead Man's tail. Maybe. I gotta wonder though. Now that I got that, now that that gun has been introduced to the city and stuff like that here, will Tex Machina try to make it again? Like that would explain the ornament and how that's my belief when it comes to ornaments in Destiny here. How they're essentially the foundries tend to recreate them in another but differently. Like the whole last hand ornament on the Ace of Spades. It's like, well, it's actually the last, actually called the last hand, and it's that gray and red color here, and it's done in honor of Cade. So they just like scan the Ace of Spades and make this replica gun exactly, but they don't try to duplicate, but they don't try to make it look like that. So the Ace of Spades we get is literally one of a kind, and I don't know. It's like that's my theory on how some of these exotics work, exotic ornaments. But yeah, okay, I'm interested here. It's like I'm very curious to see if we'll see where Mithrax and his House of Light is, stationed. Like, it's gotta be something like the farm on Europa. We get to see the Elixir here try to make a life here with raise kids, stuff like that. That's honestly more intriguing to me. Well, we don't have to wait long here. May 11th, I still got work to do, so it's gonna be fun. So everyone, thank you for watching. As always, comment about what you all thought. Like, subscribe for more. Till next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.